Ready?
I hope so.
Okay. It being 7 o'clock, we'll call the town board of Camden to order. Pledge allegiance to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. I need a motion to approve the April 12th minutes.
Me, wouldn't it? I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any questions on the docket?
No.
Motion to approve the May docket and allowance docket.
Yes, I'll make a motion to approve the allowance.
Second.
and docket.
Anything on that one?
Okay, Joyce and Mark, start development. What do you got?
Well, we're at the meeting tonight to disclose a couple of conflicts of interest. And one of them is because the council president, Andy, is going to participate in the project. And also Mark's mother, Linda Parrott, will also will be participating in the project. So we'll need to disclose that publicly, which this is what the purpose of this time.
Okay.
And then we'll also have to have an opinion letter from the attorney, and I've got an example here that you can use.
Okay.
Because Indiana Housing is pretty stringent on specific words they want in it.
Okay.
And then there is a Form 236 that I will get together, and for you guys will have to sign those, and I'll have to explain why there is a conflict and everything.
Okay.
And then I'll draft up a letter to Indiana Housing asking for an exception to the conflict of interest. So
Okay.
we're wanting to move that along pretty good. And this is the example of the attorney's opinion letter. And like I said, Indiana Housing is pretty stringent on the words to have it in there. Obviously, it can be pretty short and sweet. So
You want that?
And we have this these two, right?
yeah, it's especially in a small community. We've done this in several small communities. Also, this is the, if I can get this clip off of it, this is the authorized signature forms. And last time we did this, we had Pat and you. And now you really,
Yeah, should be.
from now on, you shouldn't be signing anything.
That's why I have to say this now.
But
Okay.
I'm not for sure that you should, because you've got a conflict.
No, Brent does.
Brent does.
Brent.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
I'm
Mark's
sorry.
the one.
Okay, I'm confused.
It's me you're counting on.
Oh, I am sorry.
You don't need me.
I am sorry. I put my foot in my mouth.
You
didn't
might
I?
have to chase down a train to get him to sign something.
That's right, you don't have to chase me down.
Okay, so we'll just have you as the primary authorized signature. All you have to do is just sign right there, and then I can type out the rest of that.
Okay.
So that means on all the paperwork, Brent will be signing, right?
Either you or Brent.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything major, we'll have Brent do. And then Pat, if you sign as the secondary one. And then I will get that all taken care of, filled out, and I have to submit it to Indiana Housing. And Pat, I'll give you a copy after I've notarized and everything. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
And Brett,
Yes,
you
sir.
don't have to worry about too much, because a lot of it's taken care of already. There might be maybe one or two documents, but
Okay.
99.9 will probably.
Well, I'm just glad we're able to
So,
do it again. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
we'll
glad.
have to be working that pretty good.
Yeah.
Uh, to get everybody caught up to date, we're getting ready to send out the section 106, that's the historical review of all the homes that we're working on. Main Street on your interim report is the historical district. So that means if somebody wants to do vinyl windows or put new siding on, they can do that with their own money, but with this grant, I can't do that. And I've told the homeowners that too, several different times. Now, a block north or south here is not united in the historical district, so it's kind of wide open. So there, I could put in the new vinyl sidings, in the new vinyl windows. So, you know, I just want to make sure everybody kind of understand why, if you're down here on Main Street, I can't because it's a historical district versus one block south and one block north. So other than that, we're going to send this out with the scope of work. The state will approve that. And when they approve that, then we'll come back up here and talk to you guys, say, hey, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to put it out to bid. Then the bids will come to you guys. You will table the bids. We'll take them back with us to make sure all the figures dialed up, because a lot of contractors can't do math very well sometimes. So we double check everything like that.
Okay.
And make sure they have all the qualifications, the certificates, and the insurance, stuff like that. Then we'll bring it back up to you and say, these are the contractors we want you to award for these different addresses.
Okay.
So, that's about it. Unless you guys have some
Anything
questions.
else?
I hate you drove all the way up for
We're
just
good.
that
Yeah.
signature, daggone.
Part of it, state has to get theirs, so.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Anything
you.
else you need from us?
Not at this time.
If you do holler, I was.
Okay, we will.
You guys,
Thanks.
take care.
Safe drive back.
Yes.
Okay, Ken, you're up. K&L lawn care, not you, Ken.
Okay.
You're up. Okay.
Well, I'm here, I just put it that way, so we're ready to do another season if that works out for everybody.
Me and Berkey was talking today. I've already had him go down and mow, Gallowers, or whatever you wanna call it now. Well, he's done did it, so put it on the thing and that, I'm getting tired of it's the same houses, the same thing, and when you call them up to ask them, who's got it, who owns it, who does this, who does that, don't know. So, and the grass is this high, and the neighbors don't need to live now for that. So what do we do in a case like that?
We need pictures taken, they need to have a letter, it comes to me, we find the owner, send it on to Ann, she sends the letter, we have to wait 14 days, then we can go on the property and mow.
We'll put this on the last year or whatever and get him paid, and then get it straightened out. What's the 3 properties that need to be?
Now, the other two we got is, Jack McCarty's old place at 252 East, East Cumberland.
Yeah.
Then the other one's, 312 East Washington Street.
And then what's the one down here on Main?
312 or 213 Washington?
I think it's 213.
213.
So that's the ones I just took pictures of.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, he's got pictures of it.
okay.
Okay, so Jason, you've got Jack McCarty's, East Washington,
I don't know what the address, I don't know names.
okay, well, we'll get that for you, just,
Yeah.
okay.
He
But
just took
did you
pictures
take
of-
pictures?
That's what he just said, he just took
Okay,
pictures.
email those to me,
I just sent them out to you.
okay, and then we'll get the names attached and send them to Ann and we move on then.
Did you take pictures of the properties they just mentioned?
No, I got the Washington, the other ones didn't look that bad. 'Cause we
The
were driving
one's
around.
been mowed.
Yeah,
It was this high.
yeah.
I had to mow it twice to get it to.
And it's just nuts. I mean, nobody, and you call up somebody and they're like, we don't
These
know,
other-
we don't know.
These other 2 properties coming up that we just mentioned here,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to be mowed twice.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's monsoon season here, I get it.
and it's rained and rained and rained
Yeah,
and.
we're gonna get more than that.
And the thing of it is it's the same old, I mean, the same, somebody bought that one down there and it went right back to the bank that had it before, so it's just a big vicious cycle.
My own opinion, I'm gonna make a suggestion, next year, we start before mowing season even begins.
Yes, I'm with you, yeah.
But the
Because,
grass has to be a certain height before that
Well,
violation.
What's it gotta be? What's the ordinance?
Is it doing it 4 inches?
4 inches?
I think it's higher than 4 inches.
Well, this one down there was 9.
yeah,
I'll guarantee it was 9.
at least
In
nine.
the front was
Yeah.
9.
But how is that a judgment call, because we don't measure it?
Well, then, if you have a question about it, I guess you should measure.
Well, that's
But
true.
I mean,
Well, truly, I mean, how else are you gonna know? If the ordinance says it's 8 or 9 inches, whatever, and you look at that and say, is it, isn't it? And I think you better measure.
I can tell you right now, the one on Washington Street's at least 8 inches.
Yeah. So let's see what
We
the
do
ordinance
have a
says.
certain process we have to go
Yes.
through.
No, I know
We
you-
should have
I
been
know you
going
do
through
that.
it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
let's get Jason the proper ordinance. I've got it at home. I can look it up, but I have the book.
you got the ordinance.
I got the book at home. We go home. We'll stop by the house afterwards and we'll
We'll
look
get
it up, and we'll make sure we know the. But I mean, it's such a bad process that.
Yeah, and it's,
Okay, now we waited 2
have
weeks.
we got any money for last year? Okay, that's what I'm getting at. So why do we have to send them another letter this year when we mowed them all last year? And
Because
then here it is, just another
It's
vicious
another
Yes, it
cycle.
changed
violation.
hands.
It's another, it doesn't carry year to year.
It's
It's
called due process.
Well, the problem.
Due
with-
process.
Is that what that is?
Send them
Okay,
to
it's-
us.
Did they put it on
wait
the
2 weeks to
taxes?
get it up.
Yeah, but if nobody ever buys the place, Jack McCarty's has sat down there for 5 years.
It's in the ordinance.
And the other one sat there for longer than that, cause I used to mow it.
Mhm.
And then this one over here's, I mean, has nobody bought it since we mowed it last time,
It's gonna
have
be
we?
set up somehow, how do you word it? to
Which-
where
McCarty
when the
here.
grass
But
reaches-
Gallows
Yeah.
old
We
place?
can go level, we can cut.
Yeah.
But you can't, you
I know.
can't just go on
Well,
somebody's
yeah,
property
who
and
bought
use
it? You just bought it here recently,
That's what
then
I'm saying,
lost
so
it.
we need to,
Yeah,
either we
Yeah,
need to show
whoever
it
that guy
up to
was.
6 inches, so when 2 weeks is over, it's up to the 7.
yeah.
I mean,
But doesn't
we gotta
the
find a way to
bank
where it's
Pay
not.
the taxes on them?
Yeah, but if the bank never does anything with it, it's just the
Never
same
get money
vicious
back.
cycle, they just,
But I meant, don't you add it to their taxes?
It's a lien placed on it.
Yeah.
It's not an additional tax, it's a lien.
Did
Oh,
we
it's
get
not
any money
yet.
back last year to recoup any of our loss for the mowing?
no, that's what she just said. No,
No.
because nobody ever bought any of the properties, so until they, that's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
Here we are, so they ought to have been mowed, and they should, they should just
But,
take
but
right on.
I agree with Pat,
But like-
it's a whole new
yeah,
year.
Due process.
December 31st, it all starts over. Even though it's the same song, the same
Okay.
I
dance.
just don't think you want to do something exposing yourself to liability.
Okay,
That's
well,
what we're
then
trying,
get
that's
it,
what we don't want to do.
get it to where we can start mowing them again, so.
Okay, so, Jason, are you going to get pictures of the house on Main Street with the bad roof, or has somebody moved that house? It's on the north side of
I
Main
mowed
Street.
it.
Okay,
I mowed it because the kid that bought it
okay.
unloaded a real mower. I mean,
Okay.
not a real one, a real,
That was-
Yeah,
yeah, REL,
The
yeah.
old fashioned kind.
And, yep, the
The old
grass
piece.
was this high, and he's out there, and so I went across and I
Okay.
mowed it for him, so.
And then the house on Sanderson Street is now sold, so you know that?
Yes, the one
Okay.
down on the corner, yeah, it's done.
It's sold.
It's
now,
sold.
Yeah, it was a rent home for a company through Arizona. They moved in Saturday,
Oh, good.
Friday, Saturday, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're set up an account.
how about the one there on the West Washington Street?
Next to,
Yeah,
my
for
church.
Yes, next Brumballs.
It's been mowed, ain't it?
I don't
I think,
know.
The company last year started mowing, now whether they're gonna mow this year or not, I don't know. But last year they did come in and mow.
Like the property next to the lodge, it's for sale, but they mow it. They've been keeping it
Yeah.
really nice.
Which, it's sold,
Oh, it did sell?
yeah,
No,
yeah,
Right here across from the
that would be north of
circus.
lot, yeah,
yeah,
that's,
that's Edgings.
Edge,
Yeah.
yeah,
Edge,
it's-
yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
sold.
sold, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I stopped.
I wondered, would it help if we, since it's gone so long, they're gonna be tall and Rich is gonna be working while I play. And would it help if we kinda gave a little more on the first mowing, a little more on the cost of it, offset because he's gonna be working.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, that's what it's gonna have to do, it's either, we're gonna either have to, when mowing season starts, you're either gonna have to, keep it up and keep mowing them, or when it gets this high, you're gonna have to crack us and, we'll have to put it on the lead.
Well, that's like today, I went down.
Yeah.
Went down,
Yeah,
it
up
kept
and
moving
down.
today, so.
So it's just a never ending process.
You
right?
can't go 2 weeks, that's
Yeah,
for darn
I
sure,
know.
not this
I
weather.
know,
Well, but the process we have to go through though, there's no way to avoid it.
okay, let's get,
Unless you want Camden to be sued.
yeah, I don't want that.
I'd just soon not have that. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, it's okay with me, cause that might be outside of what you all pay me, and I get it.
Yeah.
So, see, she's got a vested interest.
Okay, so we'll get
My
them
job is
letters
to come to
and
these
sent out.
meetings.
Alright,
Okay, any appointment reports? Department reports, Jerry in here, he said everything's going good. He didn't have anything to add, he said if I needed to give him a call. Ken Smith, Community Grant Crossing, next round.
Only thing, I've got is the NDOT has opened up the next round of community crossing grants. The meetings will be, 22nd Coppersville, and I think the next week in LaPorte. Last time we just stole in on the Coppersville meeting, but I'll go down to that one as well. And I don't know exactly all the details, but I do know that the match is only 25% this time, instead of 50%. So if you wanted to get together on some streets.
And we can do any streets this time, right?
You
They
can do
don't
any-
have to be, no,
You can do anything you want, you could have done it last time, but that was just the logical one.
okay.
So if you could do more than one street, your funds can come from Riverboat, MVH, LRS, or your rainy day fund, or if you have any Lloyd distribution left over, you can do that.
Now this round of funding for this project will it include the sidewalk like the last
You
one?
can, if you storm drains if you need it, if it's, as long as it's on the same road that's being paved.
So we're screwed there. I mean, as far as doing Main Street.
What about trees, if you need to remove a tree?
If it's in the way as part of the project, you can take it down,
Okay,
as long as it's associated with the paving of the road.
I'm sorry, as long as it's,
It's associated with the paving of the road or the sidewalk, or if it's a hazard or a safety issue, certainly we can take it.
okay, excellent.
I don't know about the property owner, but, you know.
Oh, no, it would only be on town property,
Yeah,
on
that
your
road to the
private
park's
property.
getting a bunch of holes in it.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're gonna, Jerry, oh, that's the one, what Jerry told me, he said just as soon as it stops raining long enough that the water ain't in the hole, he's gonna go to patch it, so.
That was today.
they're
But
gonna do that.
when I talked to Jerry about maybe applying for this grant for this next year, James Street was the street we discussed.
That's the street.
Right, because if I remember correctly, isn't the base of that going bad, the base of James Street?
It's falling apart.
Yeah, it's,
But you just need to get traffic counts down on the bid pays report, and then you're in, we just need to get a cost estimate and a letter from the clerk saying she has the money for the match and where it's coming from, and then I think it'll be due by July, same as it was last time.
man, 25%, that's awesome.
Can you do a traffic count?
We'll be, yeah, just tell me what you want, we'll get it done. We got plenty of counters.
Let's see what we got. Okay, Marshall's report.
I got 12 stops, we got photos I sent just now, so she hasn't seen them yet.
I missed the number of stops,
12.
12.
2 of them were citations. We had one traffic accident up here on town, coming out of that garage, those kids that are on Cumberland. They came out and actually rolled a car on Main Street. However, he's saying that he was only doing 20 miles an hour.
He might have been,
That's
the
amazing.
tire might have been going 100, but he was only going 20.
That may very well be the
Because it was,
case.
I could hear him get
Nobody was hurt.
Mom's car was.
Yeah, well, yeah, the car was damaged. Also on 158 Cumberland Street, I also sent pictures of this gray bug. It's been there for over 6 months, I think, or at least documented now, so we can probably count it as abandoned property. It's not plated, it's not registered. I mean, there's actually mold starting to grow on the car.
And there's another one too, Jason, down You know where Jerry lives?
Mm-hmm.
If you go north on that road, there's 3 cars.
Oh, parked up there right next to the road in front of that house.
See
Yeah.
see if them are plated and everything. I got a complaint about
They are plated, I don't know if they're expired, I honestly didn't get.
I've got a
check.
complaint, I got several complaints on that, so,
Yeah, but they got the Ngabe trust plates on them.
okay.
In the southeast corner of Cumberland and, Water Street.
Water Street, yeah.
Yeah, I spoke with that individual and, he's not gonna be parking his trucks there anymore, so the visibility will be
Okay.
improved for both school buses and passenger vehicles.
That's, I mean, that's a
good
bad
news.
deal.
Thank you for
I've
that.
seen some people about get hit there today, so.
So, and also as far as that goes, where are we sitting at with our reserve ordinance? Summer's coming up, we've got events coming up at the thing, and we need to get that rolling here.
I don't have a problem with it from my personal thing, as long as we don't go too big, too fast. What's your number, your thought? I mean, just so I know what you're thinking.
Right now, to be honest with you, one at a time until they're up and running.
One is,
One.
Okay.
that's a logical number to start with.
Because right now, with everything that's happening, I'm spread awful thin trying to get everything in place in the event the PD needs to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And between that and everything else.
Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, on to the clerk treasurer, Pat.
Okay, last year when we got the contracts with Buckeye, you had asked about additional information.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you wanted to do yet this year. Buckeye has sent the contracts. It is the same as last year.
I
Okay.
think we were looking to see what Flora used and Delphi.
This is from last year.
Yeah.
That's the people that sent us the,
I think that's kind of what we were looking to see, if we could get on the same, to see if since they're gonna be in the area kind of thing. If it's the same, I don't know if we looked at who they use or not.
well, I just wanna make sure we're getting apples for apples, you know, and that's what Jerry said. Cause at the time, these people were doing it twice. He thought these were doing it twice a year, and then this was doing it so much, and I'll come in and look at it.
Okay, well, here's the Buckeye's maintenance agreement, and this is the other maintenance agreement.
I'll come in tomorrow and look at them,
Okay.
and then I'll make calls and see if we're getting, because of, okay, so Buckeye contract. Okay. Request for statement of qualification.
Yeah, I just wanted to remind you that that was in this week's paper, the statement of qualifications for an engineering firm. They will be due to the town no later than noon on June 5th. Interviews are expected to be held June 12th, which will be the evening of your June board meeting,
Okay.
but there is no time set. So perhaps once we get our statements in, you can be thinking about what time,
Okay.
okay?
And then we look at them and review them and.
Right, and I won't be at the June meeting, but there will be somebody from Kirksey there, and they will you will get a score sheet. I think you've done this before, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you'll get your score sheet, you'll score them, and it'll be strictly whoever has the highest score will be awarded the contract. There's no money discussed at this time, it's just qualifications. Okay, and I guess I might as well go ahead. We had one customer that you have information on. He was charged for water used. He said the meter should have been shut off. Our records show that it was shut off, but the leak was on the customer side, therefore he was billed. I cannot just write it off.
What can we do?
You guys have to tell me, I can't do it.
I'll make a motion that we'll put that on us, because it just doesn't sound like he turned it, I mean, if he turned it on and then called to tell you his water's leaking, it's pretty stupid. Maybe he just didn't get shut off. I don't know. Jerry's not here.
I'll second it, that just Ryder,
Make the
just
adjustment.
go and tell him, you know, hey, this one's on us, and we'll make sure it don't happen again.
I'm not a very smart thief if he's trying to steal water to tell you it's leaking after you're supposed to shut it off.
That's the way I kinda looked
That's
at it.
what thieves do now.
Okay, disputed ordinance violations. Are we doing anything about behind the library?
They got a
Take-
nice fire going, 2 fires
Take,
going.
where I know, clean it.
I mean, we took pictures and everything else, well, I mean, what else can we do here?
What else?
That's a good question.
Behind the library.
I don't.
We've sent them letter after letter after letter, and it ain't
Well-
getting any better.
What you do is, after you send them the letter, then you have to take the next step, which is,
What is it?
send them a fine to the ordinance bureau,
When
take
would
them to
they
small,
last
take them to small
get,
claims.
when did they last get a letter?
Hmm?
When did they last get a letter? Do you
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'd have to, I'd
When
have
were
to
the
look
pictures
again.
sent?
I've got my
Oh,
file.
no, we did all last year, I mean, we sent them letters, but there's no, I understand what you're saying, Pat.
I'll get my
But
file.
what I'm saying
out
is,
and see what I
we did this all last year, so all we're gonna do is take pictures and send letters.
Well, it
What I'm
sounds
asking is,
like,
what's the next step?
Well,
The
I
next
mean,
step
well,
is
yeah,
the town
that's
has-
what I'm getting at.
that's what Ann just said,
I
we
haven't
have to, we can
I
assess a
haven't
fine.
sent any letters for,
Okay.
So,
Several
once,
letters.
once
Yeah, I've
we
got it
send another letter,
Yeah.
the next step, Ann, if I'm hearing you correctly, is after the letter, Jason takes the pictures,
the letter,
sends
and
it
then
to
they
you,
have so
you
many
send the
days
letter
to-
to us.
they have
After
so many
that,
days to respond, and then you assess them a fine,
we
or
can assess
or
them
you
a
take
fine.
them to small claims court, and you get a lien on the property, that's.
Okay.
That's our question, that's our teeth to make the letter stick. Cause I'm tired of just sending letters and going, throw this in your fire too.
I know, file 13.
Yeah, right.
Cause I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, it doesn't do any good, go down and take pictures if all we do is send a letter and there's nothing to it. We did that all last year.
So now we know what the next step is. We can assess a fine per violation of town ordinance.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and they have the right to come to a meeting,
Sure.
you know,
That's
that's why
awful
we
far away.
originally changed the meeting to those Thursdays, but now it'd be extra time, that's fine, you know.
Okay.
Just,
Got
you
that.
know, but
Okay.
I'll check.
Okay, so are you gonna get pictures over there, Jason? Okay, good deal.
One more time,
One
Jason.
more time.
How about the hole down by James Street?
Whoa. Easy, I don't need that
Yeah,
fight.
no, I'm ready. Send a letter to Chapman's, yeah.
Chapman's.
Send her a letter, and if you would, just in real nice,
You don't want me to
wording.
be nasty?
No, real nice wording saying, you promised the town board it would be 2 weeks, the
Okay,
last letter you got.
Well,
This
that's
is a
been-
year.
months.
Yeah, it's been a year.
Yeah.
So, it was tractor pull season
And
last
it's,
year.
it's about the hole.
Yeah,
That,
it's
this is
about
all
the
we're
hole.
talking about.
She
the
told
whole
us-
time.
She told us that she had to
Wait for
locate
a
a
gas
cable
line
and
cable.
wait, and then she was gonna fill it, so we asked her.
That brings me to, and we need to talk about the ordinance policy. We need to come up with something where it's in writing, so it can be given to the president, and then we can give it to the marshal, and we can see if, you know what I mean, a complaint. You know what I'm talking about?
Is there anything we can
If
do?
a citizen comes in with a complaint, I
Yes.
think we do have a form on file.
Let's
Okay,
work on
let's-
using that, and then we'll give it to Andy or the president, whoever it is.
Like if somebody comes in and says, hey, my neighbor's, burning trash and we gotta send an order, we need something that says,
Don't burn the damn trash.
well, no, I don't,
Well, what that does is that's gonna eliminate somebody saying they're being picked on because the council doesn't like them or whatever else. They can go back and say, no,
You
but
know-
your neighbor so-and-so.
You know-
that's
I
what
have-
I'm getting
I have a
at.
form.
The thing is, it may be a pain in the you-know-what to follow our
Yeah, procedure.
Right.
And then one of the problems is that we don't really follow up after, if they don't comply,
That's what
then we
he's
just
saying.
kind of say, okay, well, maybe we'll write them another letter
Right.
every month.
We'll create a paper
So,
trail. Let's work on
If
getting
you
a
take
form.
one or two to small claims court
Right.
It might
and get
wake up.
a judgment against them, and then they have to pay, that might be, then that
We'll work on getting our
might make
complaint
believers
form.
of them.
Okay,
Get to the president, and then he can dispatch it to the marshal, and then the marshal can.
Because I'm willing to write all the letters that you want me to.
Oh, I know you are.
But they don't always,
Right, there's no teeth to the letter.
okay, we got on here Ron Wertz, wire to Collins, what,
Where's Ron Wertz?
I mean, he ain't here, but what, I mean,
Might be talking about storm sewers going down by his house, down by his property, he was talking about.
no, he's wanting some kind of wire.
He's wanting some
Okay.
kind of wire. for the
Skip
park.
Ron, we'll talk Jerry,
Skip Ron.
him and Jerry can, public project bids, none, ordinance,
the fireworks order.
resolution, okay.
You all got a copy of Ann's?
Yep.
Okay. Ann and I, we talked about this. On here, we do need to change letter D, where it restricts it and says it can only be December 31st, but we've talked
Well,
about that.
I had a very hard time trying to prepare fireworks ordinance because there are so many.
Oh, yeah.
The statutes really cover it. So my thinking is maybe this, we just we revoked the other statute, the old one, the what, 2000, repealed the June 11th, 1917 statute, and say any fireworks, or we'll phrase it some way, try to get it phrased nicely, kindly, that it has to be just in compliance with the statutes in the state of Indiana. And then I mean, that's simple, and they can, I mean, that's what, then we can attach a copy of the current statutes to the ordinance, and then that tells whether you can be 18, or whether you can be 16, or whether you can do this or do that.
Okay.
And I had a hard time trying to make all that deal.
Yeah.
And then when I put a penalty in, well, there's already a penalty
Okay.
in the statute. So if that's okay, I'll just do one of those,
That's-
repeal this
yeah.
one, and we're in accordance with the, okay. I'll do
Sounds
that.
good. Sounds good. Okay, council comments. I got down here, Mark, softball games at the park are, do you know the date?
No, I
I wrote it down somewhere, hang on. I think it's May, is it the 20th?
Is it June?
No, it's May, isn't it? It's,
Could be June,
could be, no, I think it's May.
not July.
You talking about the big tournaments that
Yeah.
are
Yes.
coming in that benefit for Evan and Libby?
Yeah,
I've actually received a request on that. I can't remember what the dates are. I'm supposed to be getting an email from Nicole Pearson out here. She's one of the organizers. There's gonna be
May
tons of people-
16th through the 20th,
Yahtzee.
softball tournament.
That's 6 days away.
And they said on that Saturday, there'll be 12 teams here.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they're expecting like
yeah,
quite a few
bunch of
people.
so.
That's one of the reasons why I was kind of hoping to get some kind of response out of for my reserve program.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
we,
so
let's see, Mr. Chapman's busy that day too, might be a good day for the hour.
May 16th to the 20th. Okay, it's got me down here as, update on the med center. Okay, I had a plumber come over, we've talked to Linda, I've talked to the hospital, and we're gonna go, as of right now, we're getting bids to put lavatories in each exam room and then run water and sewage to it. Saturday, the plumber's coming to locate where he might be able to tie in the plumbing.
So what's his official bid, do we have it?
No, that's what I'm saying. Right now, we're still in the preliminary process.
Who are they, we're looking for 3 bids, right?
Yes,
Okay, we'll call
two
it-
or three. Well, what I'm trying to do is, we're trying to get, this guy's been working with me, and he's been doing all the due diligence to get it done, and then that way we can bid apples to apples. Because as of right now, we don't know where the pipe's going. You know, Jerry's had pictures taken and everything, so now we're gonna work on that Saturday, so we're in
It's been a long process.
Yeah, once I
because it's so
find out-
weaved in.
Once I find out where the sewage can go, then we're good. Water's not a problem,
Right.
getting the water, but getting the sewage back's the problem, so.
And that closet has been cleaned out
Yes, okay,
for you guys.
okay, so.
He's trying to go behind it in a closet.
Cause if not, we gotta jackhammer, we gotta take the toilet up, jackhammer it, and then, but if we can go back behind it, it'd be better.
And if you
So-
jackhammer, then we have to shut
Yeah.
it for Logan's work.
I have a question. On Kenny, we used to have a contract, or we just? is
We
it the
need a
same-
contract,
do-
and
want
you
to
guys need
same
to
as it
decide,
was
do you
before,
want to go
basically?
with Kenny, or do you want to put it out to bids, what do you want to do?
Okay, well, will you get with me and tell me exactly what we,
Yeah, okay.
I knew we had something.
I think you're right,
It
yeah.
was a year-to-year contract, I think.
Ain't nobody else has showed any, well, one guy showed interest, but he don't wanna pay the.
Oh, with the insurance?
Yeah, so he didn't show any interest out of
We
that,
need
so.
to make a decision.
If you want them to know, I guess you're gonna make a motion.
Well, I don't know, we
Sounds
probably
like
wait,
a
wait a
month.
month or two, but I'll go ahead and make a motion that we retain the K&L Lawn Care for another year contract.
Second. Okay, under old business, miscellaneous Northwest Indiana Solid Waste Hazardous Waste and Tire Collection. June the 10th at Flora Municipal Shop, 501 North Division Street.
There are flyers if anybody would like to apply.
Okay. Our office, the town office will be closed May the 29th for Memorial Day. And our next fish fry is June the 17th. Do we have time, 4 to 6? But June the 17th is our next fish fry. So, other than that,
Nope, yep, I got other than that.
oh, okay,
I got, questions on our sidewalk bids for the town,
okay.
not the project, our others. Did we ever get a bid from about
Yeah.
what that was gonna come in and where we were for our funding, if we could do another section or two, or what?
He told me that he put a bid, he didn't get a contract for Main Street, but he said he put a bid in the night deposit box. ABC Concrete. He said if it didn't, he said he's put it in there, but he said if something happened that it didn't get to where it goes, that he'll get to, he's got
He put it in there, but he thought something might have happened to it.
well, he didn't know. He said he got a contract for doing Water Street, but he didn't get anything for Main Street.
I didn't.
And I said, well, I didn't know you gave us a price.
I don't remember getting.
He didn't.
Okay.
He said he was gonna bill it, he specifically said he was gonna bill it separately, so.
Yeah, no.
When I told him he was in
Yeah.
town, we wanted it
And that's what he
on the
said.
same bill, but a separate quote, but he
And
said
that's what he said he did, cause he told me, he said, well, I didn't get, when I got the contract, it's just for the work on Water Street. And I said, I know, we told you that it's different contracts. And he said, okay, so I'll call him tomorrow,
See
and
what
I'll
we
tell
come
him,
up with.
please bring me up.
We need to know what we're coming up with, cause if we have enough to do another square or two somewhere,
Okay.
we will, but we need to come up with what we're looking at for that. Because 'tis the season to pour concrete,
Yeah.
minus the monsoon.
Sidewalks,
Keep on
okay,
board busy.
Yeah.
okay.
And where we at with the paving project on Water Street? Date, close, fall?
We're waiting for the risers to be installed. Jason, before you leave, if I can get your marshal's report, I can include it with my notes.
Jerry's gotta put 3 risers in before they can pave,
Didn't he just give the report?
and he's
Full
waiting on it.
stops.
I like it written copy.
Oh,
So,
write it down.
I want it written down.
yeah, so the Central's kinda waiting on Jerry, and it's been raining, so Jerry ain't been able to put them.
So that, all we're waiting on is the risers to be
Yes.
put in.
Yeah.
Is there a time frame for when the risers are put in, how far out they need to start working?
Central Paving told me, they're,
Let them know.
yeah, so,
Alright.
that's where
Let's
we're
carry
at.
those questions.
And like I said, there's been potholes pop up in town, Jerry's aware of them, he said they're full of water, and he said, and he's under the weather today, and so, that's where we're at. Motion to adjourn?
It's only been 40 minutes.
Hey, tick-tock.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Thanks, everybody, for coming, appreciate you.